You are sitting at your kitchen table on a Tuesday morning. The coffee is still hot. The house is quiet. No alarm. No commute. No boss waiting for an email. Just one question. How much money do you actually need to live on dividends? Not to become a billionaire, not to buy a yacht, not to fly private, just enough to wake up and know your bills are already covered. Most people get this wrong. They think the answer is $5 million, $10 million. Some impossible number reserved for celebrities and CEOs. But the truth is much smaller and much more dangerous. Because once you see the real number, you can never unsee it. You are 25 years old. You make $58,000 a year. You live in a one-bedroom apartment. Your rent is $1,200. Your groceries cost $350. Gas, insurance, utilities, internet, phone. You sit down one Sunday afternoon and add everything together. The number surprises you. Your entire life costs $2,800 per month. Not your dream life. Not your Instagram life. Your real life. The life you actually live. That is $33,600 per year. You stare at the calculator. $33,600. That is the number your job has been buying. Nothing more, nothing less. You realize something. You don't need enough money to replace your salary. You only need enough money to replace your expenses. For the first time, retirement stops feeling impossible. It becomes math. You open another calculator. You type in 33,600. Then you divide by 0.04. The answer appears. $840,000. That is it. That is the number. At a 4% dividend yield, $840,000 generates $33,600 every year, enough to pay for the life you already have. You sit back in your chair, the number is large, but it is not unimaginable. For the first time, freedom has a price tag, and price tags can be reached. You are 28. 3 years later, your portfolio crosses $100,000. Most people would not be impressed. Social media certainly isn't. Nobody posts screenshots of their first $100,000. Nobody gets congratulated for buying index funds. Nobody throws a party for patience. But something interesting happens. Your dividends reach $4,000 per year. $4,000. $100,000 invested, $4,000 generated. You start noticing things. Your annual grocery bill is almost covered. Your phone bill is covered. Your internet bill is covered. Tiny pieces of your life are being purchased by assets instead of labor. The feeling is strange. It feels like getting help from a version of yourself you created years ago. You're 31. The portfolio reaches $250,000. The dividends become $10,000 annually. $10,000. You are driving home from work when it hits you. Your entire transportation budget is now paid by investments, gas, insurance, maintenance, registration. Every mile is covered. The realization stays with you at red lights. Most people think wealth is buying expensive things. You are learning that wealth is having ordinary things paid for automatically. The difference matters. One creates stress, the other removes it. Your friends continue upgrading their lives. New cars, bigger apartments, furniture financed for 5 years. You keep investing. Nothing about your life looks impressive. Everything about your future does. You are 34, $500,000. The portfolio generates roughly $20,000 every year. $20,000. You write the number on a sticky note. Then you look around your apartment. Half your life is now funded by ownership. Half. Your rent still requires work, but groceries don't, utilities don't. Insurance doesn't. The burden is getting lighter, not because you're working harder, because your money is. That distinction changes everything. Most people spend their lives increasing income. You are increasing independence. The two sound similar. They are not. One depends on effort. The other survives without it. You are 37. The portfolio reaches $750,000. The dividends become $30,000 per year. You remember the first calculation you made at 25? Your expenses were $33,600. Now your portfolio covers almost all of them. Almost. The gap is tiny. You notice a change in your personality. Deadlines feel less threatening, meetings feel less important, traffic feels less frustrating. You are no longer trapped. You are simply participating. The difference is invisible to everyone except you. Freedom arrives quietly, not with fireworks, not with headlines, not with luxury. It arrives as reduced fear, reduced urgency, reduced dependence. You are 40. The portfolio crosses $1 million, the number everyone dreams about, the number people spend decades chasing. It generates approximately $40,000 every year. $40,000. You pull up your expense spreadsheet. Your annual spending is now $38,200. The portfolio covers all of it, every dollar, rent, food, gas, insurance, utilities, entertainment, everything. You stare at the screen. Nothing happens. No music, no celebration, no confetti, just silence. The quiet realization that work has become optional. Optional. The word feels heavier than millionaire. You can continue working, you can switch careers, you can start a business, you can take a year off. The choice belongs to you. That is what the $1 million bought. Not luxury, options. You are 43. Markets crash. The headlines are terrifying. People panic. Coworkers stop checking retirement accounts. Financial news sounds like the end of the world. Your portfolio falls, but the dividends keep arriving. The deposits hit your account exactly as scheduled. You learn something important. The purpose of dividend income is not excitement, it is stability. When prices fall, income matters more. When fear rises, cash flow matters more. You sleep surprisingly well, not because the market is safe, because your life is funded. The bills still get paid. The groceries still get bought. The lights still turn on. The system keeps working. You are 46. The portfolio reaches $1.3 million. The dividends generate over $50,000 annually, more than you spend. For the first time, your investments create surplus. Money arrives faster than you need it. You could spend it, you could reinvest it, you could ignore it entirely. The choice is yours. That is when you finally understand the real answer. People always ask how much money they need to live on dividends. They expect a universal number. There isn't one. The answer was never $1 million. The answer was never $5 million. The answer was never what someone else spends. The answer is your expenses divided by your yield. That is it. A simple equation, a simple target, a simple path. Some people need $500,000. Some need $1 million. Some need $2 million. The number changes. The principle never does. You are 50. You wake up at 6:14 in the morning, no alarm, the coffee brews. The house is quiet. Your phone buzzes once. A dividend payment arrives, not from work, not from effort, not from overtime, from ownership. You look out the window. Cars move down the street. People rush somewhere. People chase deadlines. People trade another day for another paycheck. You remember being one of them. Then you remember the question you asked decades ago. How much money do you really need to live on dividends? You smile. Because the answer was never about money, the answer was about freedom. And freedom turned out to cost far less than most people think.